Improv was something I came to on my own. When I was in college, those kind of things, it wasn't popular, as popular yet. This would have been in the 80s, and there was no kind of program for it. I went to Frostburg State at that time. And so I started my own improv troupe and figured it out. And that's kind of what I did through my adult life and a lot of years in Los Angeles. I went to some improv schools and then started my own school and started teaching people. So I've always used it as a teaching tool, and I think it applies very directly to camera acting and film directing, which is also what I do professionally, because it really captures people in a very natural response state. So I love it. I've been a lot of places and done a lot of things and studied a lot of at a lot of studios and facilities and real schools and not real schools and run my own school and everything else, and never in my entire life have I been involved in an institution that's run better than MCCA. I have 2 young kids, and they take classes here, and they will continue to take classes here until they're too old to take classes here, and then hopefully they will probably teach here and continue to be a part of this family. There's just nothing like it, and it starts at the top. And Cody is an amazing leader. She leads with confidence, love, gratitude, with an integrity that I've never seen. It is really incredible. It seems like the simplest things, and it seems like how any organization should be run, but they're not, and this is. What's great about teaching kids, I love kids, I love teaching kids. Sometimes it's easier teaching adults, and sometimes it's easier teaching kids. One thing about kids is they already know how to do it, and there's a lot less barriers with kids, particularly with improvisation, but with anything creative. In improvisation, it's like, okay, you're a fire hydrant, you're a policeman, and you're a baker. Go. And it's not like, I don't want it. No, they just go. And that's what's so great about teaching kids. Now, the other side of that is being a director. I'm a bit of a control freak, and I go into every class with a very high set of expectations about exactly how this class is going to be, and it is nothing, it never is anything like the expectations that I had set out for a class to be. This semester is the greatest example of that, this television production class. I set out thinking it was going to be one thing, and it has been nothing like that. But at the end of the journey, when you get out of the way of your own ego and your own agenda, and you just let these kids do what comes naturally to them, they find their way. And I'm finding at the end of this journey, as always, something wonderful has come of it. And I see what they've created, and we've got a couple little videos up now, and I'm going, man, this is what happens when you just let kids do their thing. You give them guidelines, you give them rules, and in my class you give them a camera. And they've created some really fun stuff, and I couldn't be more proud of them. This makes me emotional, but I get it too. This has happened to me more than once when a kid has come up to me this semester and in previous semester and said, this is my favorite thing I do all week. And this is the most fun that I have all week. I mean, it's that you hold the honor of holding that place in any person's life. And this is not even saying that their home life is not fun or anything else. But there certainly are cases where, maybe someone's home life isn't, the best. And the fact that that's how important it is, what this studio does is to provide a safe place for them to be creative and to have fun and to laugh. And the staff here, look at these people. They are who they say they are. It is exactly as advertised. These are good people. And that's another thing I can speak to also as a parent who has 2 kids in here. It's like there are very few situations in the world that we live in where you can drop off your kid and not want to sit and watch the whole thing or whatever. There's a very short list, a very short single-digit list of people that I trust, my most prized, well, I don't like to use the word possessions, but my children too. And this place is it. Sometimes I don't get out, if I'm coming here, sometimes I don't get out of the car. I watch her take her little card key to the door and beep in. I'm like, she's safe. I'm not worried about it. Miss Shelby's going to take good care of her. Miss Cody's going to take good care of her. That's what it is. So, I am grateful for all the love in my life. I am grateful for a beautiful family, for beautiful kids, and I'm grateful for the place I live. I am grateful that my life has come full circle in all the places that I have been in my life. I now have found a home back here in Frostburg where I started, and that it is so fulfilling to me. I would have never thought that in the years I lived in Los Angeles, New York, all those, that I would ever be here again. But technology being what it is, I'm very grateful for technology, that we've come to a place where the things that I'm passionate about, the things I want to do, the films I want to make, the stuff I want to teach to the world, I don't have to be there anymore. I can be here in a cozy, what I perceive as a safe environment with people that I care about, and people that care about me and that I care about. And I treasure the life that I have right now. And, at the top of that list, I am very grateful that Cody and the staff here have created this awesome, safe, creative place that makes it a vibe. Like, this is where I'm going to bring my kids up. There's not a better place that I could bring my kids up. The opportunities that I felt that maybe I didn't have when I was their age, they have now. And this is a big, big part of that. So I'm extremely grateful for everything that we have here.